मैं बहुत कुछ सोच के आया था, मैं ये बोलूँगा, आई विल नॉट मेक इट पर्सनल, आई विल नॉट मेक इट एंटी बीजेपी, आई विल नॉट मेक ए लिस्ट ऑफ पीपल what all has gone wrong by the other, but I'm shocked and ashamed and saddened by what you said, Mr. Ganguly. Being a judge, it's so sad that you are calling the verdict of Supreme Court was wrong. It's so sad that you have to say that. It's a matter of complete disgrace that you were hounded by the press and you were intolerant of them when there was a case against you. And today, you talk about that what happened in JNU was right? Very sorry, sir. Let me ask you one question. We are totally forgetting and we are making a hero out of one guy who was participant in the night of 9th February. And what were the naras that were going on over there? गुस्से में अंग्रेजी निकल आई, सॉरी. क्या नारे हो रहे थे वहां पर? भारत की बर्बादी. I'm sorry, it's my time. You are talking about, Surjewala ji, you talked about full list of, you have prepared a list of what BJP spoke about. You forgot that 84 emergency was declared by Indira Gandhi, your leader, sir. That was the biggest intolerance in the country ever. All those people were jailed who spoke about against the people who were innocent, people who were journalists, people who were talking about anything. There were whisper campaigns. They were all put behind bars, including my grandfather. You are talking about one by one. You totally forgot. Unfortunately, you know what I think, who is the most tolerant people in this country is Congress. They're tolerating a person who they want to project as a prime minister of this country and can't even say to each other that we are wrong. We are so sorry. This is our prime ministerial candidate. Means they must be talking to each other. क्या करें? फंस गए, कहां फंस गए हम लोग भाई? That is the tolerance that you have shown. But show that tolerance once in parliament and let the parliament function, sir. If you can tolerate that person, then you can tolerate anything in the world. You know, this is ridiculous. We have, when I was, आप में से किसी ने भी टॉलरेंस वर्ड को पिछले 8 महीनों से पहले सुना था या इंटॉलरेंस को? नहीं सुना था. ये मार्केट किया गया है क्योंकि ये हार जो शिकस्त हुई है इतनी बुरी तरह से ऑपोजिशन वालों की, उस शिकस्त का बदला लिया जा रहा है. कैसे लें बदला? प्राइम मिनिस्टर पूरी मेजॉरिटी से जीता है, 282 सीटें आई हैं. एक चाय वाला प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन गया. कैसे बन गया? हम तो गुलाम हैं. हम तो गुलामी की आदत है, हमें अंग्रेजों से, मुगलों से और अब बाहर के कुछ लोगों से हमें गुलामी की आदत है. ये कैसे बन गया प्राइम मिनिस्टर भाई? यही बातें होती नहीं. अब भ्रष्टाचार की बात नहीं हो रही है तो क्या करें? कैसे कोई ऐसा वर्ड निकालें और पूरी दुनिया में फैला दें? वी गॉट द वर्ड, लेट्स से दैट ही इज इंटॉलरेंट. फैलाओ इसको, फैलाओ इसको, फैलाओ इसको. टॉलरेंट, intolerant, so much so that Dada has to talk about intolerance in this Kolkata club. This is a no debate, sir. People are tolerant. You know who are talking about intolerance? The intellectuals, the rich, the famous who travel with 20 bodyguards and talk about intolerance. अरे आप हिंदुस्तान में बात कर रहे हो, कलकत्ता में बात कर रहे हो या अमेरिका में बात कर रहे हो? We have a presidential candidate in America who says that Muslims should be thrown out of this country. That is frightening. That is intolerance. If you heard the speech of the Prime Minister recently, he said, पार्टीज आती रहेंगी, पार्टीज जाती रहेंगी, लेकिन देश जो है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. देश की बात करते हैं हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर, और आपने उसको बाहर का आदमी बना रखा है. सर वो आपके भी प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं और चुनकर आए हैं. आपसे भीख मांग के नहीं बोलेंगे मुझे प्राइम मिनिस्टर बना दो. उन लोगों ने जो कैंपेन किया था, जिन लोगों ने, कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर को, नरेंद्र मोदी साहब को वीजा अमेरिका का नहीं मिलना चाहिए, उन सबको असहिष्णुता नजर आ रही है. बिकॉज वो तो बन गए प्राइम मिनिस्टर और उनको वीजा क्या, उनको अमेरिका ने हाथों हाथ लिया, रेड कार्पेट बिछाया, वो गले लगाते हैं ओबामा साहब को. उस पर भी तकलीफ, मुझ पर भी तकलीफ. तो जो भी उसके फेवर में बोले, लेट अस कॉल हिम, लेट अस मेक हिम इनक्रेडिबल, लेट अस मेक हिम दैट, उसकी क्रेडिबिलिटी को खत्म कर दो. अनुपम खेर मार्च निकालते हैं स्वतंत्रता के लिए, हिंदुस्तान के बारे में मार्च निकालते, बोल दो ये तो चमचा है. अनुपम खेर को पद्म भूषण मिलता है, बोलता है इसलिए मिलता है क्योंकि चमचा है. बड़े बड़े लेख लिखे जा रहे हैं. आई नेवर थॉट आई वाज सो इंपॉर्टेंट अ पर्सन. एडिटोरियल लिखे जा रहे हैं. सर, टू यू सर, आप बोलते हैं एंटी नेशनल, और 46 साल के आदमी को आप यूथ आइकॉन बोलते हैं? नहीं सर, जिस दिन राहुल गांधी साहब, मैं चाह रहा था नाम ना लूं लेकिन नाम लेना जरूरी है, जिस दिन राहुल गांधी साहब नरेंद्र मोदी के 1/10 भी होंगे, मेरा वोट उनको जाएगा। 5 साल तो दीजिए, काम तो करने दीजिए देश के लिए। 5 साल के बाद निकाल दीजिए बाहर। 5 साल के बाद कहिए हमको ऐसी इंटॉलरेंट सरकार नहीं चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए हमें ऐसी सरकार, निकल जाएंगे। 5 साल काम तो करने दीजिए। आप ये क्या बीड़ा उठा रखा अपने सिर पर, हम तो मैं प्रूव करके रखेंगे, यहां के नेता ने। अरे सर, आपके एमपी ने बोला था किसी दूसरे एमपी को देखकर, श्री दिग्विजय सिंह ने, कि क्या टंच माल है। इससे ज्यादा घटिया बात क्या हो सकती है। मैं वो प्रिपेयर करके नहीं आया हूं लिस्ट कि आपके लोगों ने क्या क्या बोला है। आई एम नॉट डिफेंडिंग दम, जिन्होंने बोला उनको ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, उनको अंदर कर देना चाहिए जिन्होंने इस तरह की बदतमीजी की है। हैं कुछ ऐसे लोग पार्टी में जो बकवास करते हैं, चाहे वो साध्वी हैं, चाहे वो और कोई योगी हैं, उनको अंदर कर देना चाहिए, उनको डांटना चाहिए और उनको निकाल देना चाहिए। My friends, this is a great country. Let's tolerate the intolerance of these people. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, first of all, have to ask for your tolerance because I am the last speaker. And I think that you would agree that I have the toughest job. Because you've seen, you've heard, Anupam is a very hard act to follow. And I'm sure you're all sort of itching to draw your own conclusions. But because, as everybody has pointed out this evening, we are a tolerant nation, I'm going to ask all of you to step back from the politics, the theatrics, the histrionics, and actually ask yourself, how did this become about Modi and the Congress? I didn't come here to speak against Modi or in favor of the Congress. I'm sure Anupam didn't come here to speak for Modi and against the Congress. I stand here today as an Indian citizen. Nowhere in the framing of the subject, tolerance is the new intolerance, did I see a reference to Modi? Did I see a reference to the BJP? Did I see a reference to a timeline? Did I see a reference to the idea of India being endangered? These are all cliches. Let's talk instead of the environment that we operate in today. And who has created that environment? Is it politicians or is it all of us? Have we as Indians forgotten the art of conversation? As a television host who presents the 9 p.m. news and goes up in competition against somebody who believes that splitting the screen into 8 boxes and then shouting the loudest is what qualifies as journalism, and the absence of nuance is what qualifies as entertainment, I worry in fact, most of all, for the intolerance of my own fraternity, the media. I worry at how somehow we have converted news into theater and our narratives have become reductionist, and I'm afraid in this city, which prides itself on its intelligence, I know that all of you will agree with me that certain narratives are dumbing us down. We are more intelligent than this nationalism versus anti-nationalism narrative. We are proud Indians and we do not need anybody to certify that for us. Please tell me if you agree. Do you agree? Do you agree? Let's hear that louder. Thank you. Now let me tell you that since we have agreed that we do not need certificates, about a young man I met last night. He's about this short. He comes till my waist. He has a smile that travels up to his eyes, which I usually believe is the sign of a person who's authentic. I asked him, there's a word these days that's become very controversial. That word is called azadi. I said, can you, to this young man, he's 28 years old. I said, can you define to me azadi in one sentence? And you know what he said? Azadi for me is the freedom to implement the Indian constitution. So who said this? A boy charged with sedition called Kanhaiya Kumar. This was his definition of azadi. Not azadi from India, but azadi in India. Now Anupam said, we are making a hero out of such people. I beg to differ. I didn't agree with a lot of what Kanhaiya said in his speech, which all of you must have seen, even though I found it mesmerizing. I didn't agree, and I don't know if it's sacrilege to say this in Bengal, but I guess not because Mamta's in power, because I'm not a Marxist. I'm actually a capitalist. And to that extent, my left liberal friends actually don't like me, because there are many things about me that go militate against the left. I like the army. I cut my teeth as a reporter covering the Kargil war. I've done more than 100 shows on the Indian soldier, and I'm a free marketeer. But along with being a free marketeer, I'm also a free thinker. And the reason somebody like me believes that the government messed up badly on its handling of JNU is A, because the boy they arrested, I think they've got the wrong boy. There isn't a single documentary evidence to show that he raised any slogans about Bharat Ki Barbadi or Afzal Guru, except one doctored video. Let me tell you what I mean by hypocrisy. Jai Lalita, known to enjoy a good rapport with the current government, 2 days ago passed an order that Rajiv Gandhi's killers should be released, convicted terrorists. No one called her anti-national. Prakash Singh Badal, an ally of the BJP, has written letter after letter. 2 hardened convicted terrorists, Rajuana, Bhullar, should be released. Nobody called them anti-national. Mufti Muhammad Saeed, the chief minister of a BJP-PDP government, when Afzal Guru was being executed, wrote a letter saying that the execution had been done in unholy haste. ये मैं नहीं बोल रही, ये मुफ्ती साहब ने बोला. उन्होंने आगे बोला कि ये जो एग्जीक्यूशन है ये कश्मीर की हिस्ट्री में एक नेगेटिव, कश्मीर की पेनफुल हिस्ट्री में एक नेगेटिव रेफरेंस पॉइंट बनकर रहेगा. लेकिन बीजेपी ने तो मुफ्ती साहब के साथ सरकार बनाई. तो आप मुझे बताएं कोलकाता के लोग कि अगर मुफ्ती साहब एंटी नेशनल नहीं है, प्रकाश सिंह बादल एंटी नेशनल नहीं है और जयललिता एंटी नेशनल नहीं है, अगर बीजेपी और पीडीपी की अलायंस में एक कमिटमेंट है कि हुर्रियत, आप हुर्रियत को जानते हैं, दे कश्मीरी सेपरेटिस्ट, हार्डन सेपरेटिस्ट, उनकी अग्रीमेंट में एक कमिटमेंट है कि हुर्रियत के साथ डायलॉग होगा. सो यू विल टॉक टू हार्डन सेपरेटिस्ट एज अ कमिटमेंट to the PDP. You will allow Jayalalitha to order a release of Rajiv's killers. Rajnath Singh will say he will consider Prakash Singh Badal's petition to release convicted terrorists. But you will lock away 4 students for 4 slogans. Hypocrisy, hypocrisy, hypocrisy. I'm sorry, but this is sheer hypocrisy. I call 1984 and 2002 the bookends of our debate around secularism, within which both of these parties have played competitive politics and corroded the notion of secularism. Now, I'm afraid the same thing is being done with nationalism. There were pseudo-secularists, now there are pseudo-patriots. And in this way, we see these slogans that we took for granted actually getting politicized and corroded. I stand here as a citizen, certainly not as a supporter of the Congress or a supporter of the BJP or for that matter any other party. I think the emergency was shameful. I think the censorship of the satanic verses was shameful. I think the way Babri Masjid was coordinated between the BJP and the Congress, with Rajiv Gandhi allowing the unlocking of the masjid and the BJP bringing it down, both in our history have to take the blame for that. And are we going to step back? We the people who are tolerant, who want to live and let live, who want to let people wear what they want, and yes, eat beef if they want. In Bengal, you can say this, but today you can't say this in Delhi. You can't say this in Uttar Pradesh. How shocking is it that in Uttar Pradesh, the meat in Dadri, in Akhlaq's fridge, was sent for testing to see whether it is beef or mutton. What sort of country have we become where the meat is more important than the manslaughter? Let us stop this false binary that if we raise questions about how JNU was handled, we are against the Indian soldier. I am committed to the military and I reject this false binary, but I am also committed to being a free thinker, to individual liberty, and my lament today is that there is no truly liberal party in India. I wait for the day when a party would have the guts to stand up for the right of people to eat whatever they want to, dress how they want to, sleep with who they want to, love who they want to. As for questioning Supreme Court judgments, I certainly question the Supreme Court judgment on 377. So we can question Supreme Court judgments. And I will end now by quoting one of the most well-known contemporary philosophers of our time, Karl Popper, who spoke about how too much tolerance is a bad thing. And I will just read this out and then end. The paradox of tolerance. Unlimited tolerance must lead to the disappearance of tolerance. If we extend unlimited tolerance even to those who are intolerant, if we are not prepared to defend a tolerant society against the onslaught of the intolerant, then the tolerant will be destroyed and tolerance with them. We should therefore claim in the name of tolerance the right not to tolerate the intolerant. We should claim that any movement preaching intolerance places itself outside the law, and we should consider incitement to intolerance as criminal in the way that we consider murder and kidnapping. With that, I rest my motion.